Let's go ahead and try stealing a tech. That seems like the most effective thing for us to do. So we're gonna go in here and steal a technology. Are you sure you want to do that at the cost of 20 influence? I absolutely do. Aquapulvistics! That is beautiful. That is exactly what we wanted, guys. Let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and this is Endless Legends Symbiosis. We are playing with the beta version of the current Endless Legend community patch. As we left off, we had settled our second city. We lost a couple of units, but we've got our remaining units heading home to heal up. And we have a scout now making his way to the first enemy city we've seen, the Kapaku city right here. Cats, please. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna get in here and get our spy going on the Kapaku capital, hopefully. In the meantime, though, we are gonna look to try to grab this ruins, and what do we get? Nothing. Why, thank you, ruins. That is exactly what we wanted from you. Excellent job. I'm actually not gonna move these guys ahead. The main reason why is because they're currently stealth and they're scouts, so they really don't have any combat capabilities. What they do have, though, is the ability to get us vision on that, which is what we really, really want. And then this is the Heresies, and we know that there's a happiness anomaly right there. It's kind of crazy when you play Endless Legends so much you can look at the map and be like, that's a happiness anomaly. Okay. So we could settle right there to get another happiness anomaly. The question is, do we have an adjacent region? And we do, because Lenfell is technically connected to that region. I like to build in adjacent regions. It does make it a little bit easier, especially if you start building roads and things. And we had open pit mine here that we wanted to pick up, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that right now. The main reason is because we have this wonderful, wonderful dye deposit right here. We also have a dye deposit right here, so if we start gathering that dye up, it'll actually help us make better empire plans, and the happiness will boost our dust output. Because for those of you who are new and may not know, your overall empire approval directly affects how much dust and science you produce, while your actual approval in city affects slightly different things, I believe. I'm actually not sure what being unhappy affects here. Interesting. I think it affects the overall happiness of your empire. That's probably what it is. I'm probably just being silly. Okay, let's go ahead and keep these guys... Wait, no, we don't want to move them. We want them to be ready to move next turn, because we want them to be kind of agile. These guys are already headed home, so we're going to let them do that, and we should start looking at what technology we want to acquire next. And I think that we may actually go in on fire ships right here. I was going back and forth in the comments with, was it Dreymunker that suggested we go after the naval objectives? So there were a couple naval objectives that came up that were actually really strong, and we were thinking about going after them. So if we get a fire ship here early and we start building those out, there's a pretty decent chance that we could start maybe capturing some of those naval bases and getting some really, really nice facilities out of it. So I think we're going to do that. However, at the same time, while we could get that, we could also get our Predatore, which we haven't got yet. So I think we're going to get the Predatore first, mainly because I think the Predatore is overall just a stronger unit than our base assassins. However, the assassins do have their purpose, right? They're actually really strong. They're just stronger later in the game when they can take advantage of both an axe and a sword and both of the infantry and cavalry slayers, I think it is. Or infantry and range slayer. Either way, when they can take advantage of both of the slayers is when they're really, really strong. Early on, the Predatores, though, with their buff that they can stack, are excellent, guys. So that's what we're aiming for, is we want to get that Predatore so that we can start stacking Predator's Mark and just burning things down. We are working on another settler and an Empire Mint, and I believe that that other settler was going up here. I'm not entirely sure where we were planning. Like, it's hard to get back going when I haven't recorded in a couple days because I forget the plans we had. I know we've discovered a ton of happiness anomalies. I think we were considering settling down here at that time, but at the same time, if we actually settle here, we'll get more dye. We've already conquered the miner faction, and there's titanium, and I don't know if we're already exploiting titanium. I don't think we are. We have glass steel and not titanium, so I think it makes the most sense for us to move into this region. I did want to kind of come over here because we saw that happiness anomaly, but we can expand over there in time too. We don't need to do it right away. And then right here, I think we saw the Ursies. And I could have sworn we had a happiness anomaly over here that we really liked too. Guess not though, because I'm not seeing it. So we're going to go ahead and settle up here. That makes the most sense. And that settler will be out in 2 turns. We do have this roaming army of daemons to deal with, which is no fun, I assure you. And then we have... Where's the quest to get the Kazanji? We need 8 glass steel, and we're bringing in 1.5 a turn. So we will have it eventually, we just don't have it now. I can't move them onto that city tile, which is actually unfortunate, because the way that fortification works in Endless Legend Community Patch, I'm not entirely sure if these guys will get the fortification bonus. I think they actually have to be standing on a district hex. However, the daemon here has not attacked us yet either, so we don't necessarily have to fight him right away. Let's go ahead and move our scouts forward. I want to do this step by step because we do want to be able to see what we're... Yeah, see, if I had moved right there, we would have landed right next to these stone sentinels, and they would have caught our guy, and he would have just gotten killed. So we really didn't want that. I'm honestly not sure that we want to go this way, because we could still run into stuff before we get to the city. But we really just want vision on that city, and if we can get vision on that city by going here, that would be perfect, but I think we're going to be 1 hex off. And that'll be slightly unfortunate, because we really need to see that city center. Do we have the embarkment tech yet? I don't think we do. Yeah, so I think once we get the Predatores, we're going to go after the embarkment tech and the Imperial highways here so that we could start building roads between our regions, as that will speed our inter-region travel quite a bit. Okay, so the scouts are fine right there. These Silics are spooking me because they could totally siege this city, and that would put us in a very, very bad place. Okay, that settler will be out very soon, and after that we will be building the canal systems here, which is great. That's additional production. We'll go ahead and put the dye extractor in queue as well. And we're going to want the dye extractor on this other city as well. Why does it not say that there's a dye extractor? Did we already do it? No. Oh, it's already in queue, that's why. Guys, I apologize if I'm a little out of it this morning. It is morning. I'm used to recording at night now, and some things didn't go as planned yesterday, so instead I am recording in the morning, and it's kind of catching up to me a little bit, but that's okay. I actually feel really fresh, and I'm super excited, and I'm probably thinking clearer overall, so that's a plus. So we've got our city center here. We know we want to build down this way to connect to all these river tiles so that we can get more dust out of them. So that means our next region should go either here, here, or here. Since we're going to get the most outcome from here, I'm going to put it right there. That'll give us a bunch of extra food, hopefully help our city grow a little bit faster so that we can put another 2 burrows here and then just start building down this way to get to those river tiles. We did pick up Aquapulvistics, didn't we? No, we didn't. We'll get that once we have river tiles to take advantage of it. And actually, now that I think about it, there's no point in us building fire ships just yet because we don't have naval access. We will have to build a district somewhere over here, potentially right there, to get us to naval access, which is unfortunate, but we can make that work. Darn, in fact, that makes me think maybe we should, yeah, maybe we'll build right here and then build across like this so that we can get naval access as part of our building plan anyway. That's probably a better idea. Okay, ending the turn. We do have some pearls to spend here. We should be looking at how we want to spend those. I don't think we actually have the Altar of Auriga yet, though, for some reason. I thought that was in queue, but it is apparently not. Due to rich loads of nutrients uncovered by erosion, water tiles are producing more food, +3 food on terrain with sea or lake. That's awesome, but we don't have any of those, so sad times. Landfill has just completed the sewer system that should help with our influence generation for future Empire plans, and now they are working on their first Burrow Street. Thanks to the scientific progress of another Empire, new legendary buildings and deeds are available and ready to be complete. But one... Ready to be complete? Ready to be completed is what that should be, I think. But you must be fast. Only one Empire will be able to achieve each one of them and receive the benefits. So Leader of Leaders we can get by having at least 30 units. That's not going to be us, probably. Market Alchemist, be the first to produce an amount of 4,000 dust at the end of the turn in order to gain the reward. We could potentially get to that, but it's going to be a good long while, I think. And then Pragmatic Scientist goes to the first person to build the Institute, which has no value to us whatsoever. The Industrial Megapole has been created by another Empire. Which is sad, because I believe we were working on that in one of our cities. If so, though, we should get a bunch of resources back. So that's not the worst thing ever. This is actually an okay fight for us. We're gonna manual this, and because we get reinforcements from our city, we can win this fight. We do need to be smart about it, though. These guys only have 2 speed, so we need to keep out of their range, but be close enough to do damage. So the closest that guy could get is potentially there, and we could be right there and still shoot him with our Predatores. With our Assassin here, he's just way too hurt. We're going to keep him as far away as possible. In fact, it may actually be beneficial to put him right here, just because that should give him some fortification bonus, I believe. Wait, no, I think it only matters what hex they start in, so they won't get the bonus because they didn't start in the city, which is unfortunate, but hey. And I'm gonna put him as far away, which is right there. Okay, yeah, we're fine. So, Hero should be coming out relatively soon. That's great. That's exactly what we want. The Hero is our tank against these guys. At least that's what we want her to be. So we're gonna move her right there so that hopefully she'll be able to connect with one of them. But who knows? Actually, let's just have her attack that guy, because if she can get in range and hit him, that's all that matters. And as you can see, we do get the fortification bonus from our hero and the militia because they did start in the city hex, theoretically. So that's actually a nice little bonus for us to have. Looks like everybody's fine. Oh no, our assassin moved. We want to make sure the assassin does not move next turn, because he's really not in any shape to be fighting anyone right now. Come on, hero, hit him hard. Assassin guy, you're going here. Where are you at? No, 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 no. You're done, son. You are not fighting. You do not have the health to be fighting. And I want everybody to focus fire this one daemon. They have chain lightning, though, so this guy needs to move. He won't be able to move in time, though. We're gonna get hit by a pretty solid chain lightning here. The best we can do is move these assassins out so they'll break the chain right there. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Okay, well, we'll just have to live through it. I should have taken the initiative of the daemons into account a little bit better. I didn't, and that's why the chain lightning is kind of wrecking us here. Oh gosh. They just decimated that Predatore right there. He's, I think, gone. Yeah, the Predatore is totally gone. I wasn't sure if that was him there or the militia, so that's unfortunate. Once again, I got caught by the initiative up here, guys. This is why initiative is so powerful, is because without initiative, you're actually limited on the number of strategic choices you can make per round of combat, because any movements we make here aren't going to be relative until the daemons have already moved. If we'd have gotten that fortification bonus on our Predatore, though, they would have survived. We did not, though, and that's why they didn't get it. If we can move our assassin there, it may actually be worth it at this point, but I'm not sure. I think we'll hold him back anyway. We lost the Predatore, so the only unit we have out and about that can, like, defend stuff is that one assassin. He is the lone survivor, the final assassin. I wish we could rename a specific unit, because we would totally rename him the lone survivor and, like, build legend and lore around him. Look, there's not even 2 of the little guys on the screen. He's just one guy on his own. That is the single lone survivor right there, guys. Oh, now I want a mod where you can turn, like, units into heroes. How cool would that be? This would be our lone survivor hero of the Forgotten. Okay, so somebody else got the Industrial Megapole. That's sad, sad, sad. No, we weren't building that. We didn't have titanium yet. That is really unfortunate, though. The Industrial Megapole is one of the few wonders that I will actually fight and compete for early on. It's just that powerful, guys. It really is. So we have the Altar of Auriga here that we can build. I'm going to build it right there. as we've already talked about, building our 2 rows across like this so that we can get these river tiles and also get water access here to start building naval ships. And next turn we should be able to afford the Predator, I think. Yeah, we'll have that next turn, no problem. No luxury resources coming in yet, but they will be very, very soon. Where are we on Empire plans? Next plan is in 1 turn. Oh my, and we haven't been saving any influence, so that was not good. That was not good at all. We must have left right on the cusp of an Empire plan, or saved right on the cusp of an Empire plan, and I didn't realize it. So if we walk by these guys, I think they will detect us, and they could potentially engage us, and that is a problem here. So we're gonna go right here and see if we can reveal the city. I think we got the city there. I think we did. Did we get it? We might. No, we did not, because we can't infiltrate. That's very annoying. So what I'm gonna do is... If we go right here, we're gonna end up right next to those stone sentinels, and they're gonna punch us in the face. Now, I believe we're still stealthed right here, so as long as we stay stealthed, they're not gonna get us. I guess we could stay right here so we can at least see where they're at, and if we see them move away, then we'll run around them and try to go straight for that city. I hope we actually have enough movement to get there in like 1 turn. How much speed do they have? 5 movement. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could get right there, which should reveal the city. So as long as they don't get us within the next turn and they don't move towards us, we should be okay. We're gonna go ahead and garrison that assassin so that he will heal up a little bit. It'll also have the added benefit of giving some extra experience to our hero, which is great since we're preparing her to become our first spy over here. And I believe we were trying to save a little bit of dust to potentially pick up a new hero. Tinu the Chosen is available. He's not great though. We would much rather have some better governor abilities on him than he currently has. What else do we have available? Dust Efficiency 3 here is very, very strong. The plus dust on terrain with anomalies is also nice. The trade route bonus between cities isn't particularly great, but it's not bad. I think we will potentially pick that guy up. How much does he cost? 309. Okay, so we're going to be saving for a little bit if we want to get him, especially if we also want to get our Predatore, though. So I don't know, like this is the point where we don't have enough dust. We've hit the point in the game where we do not generate enough dust to do all the things that we need to do with dust. So all we can really do here is try to work out towards these rivers, for example, and get aquapulvistics and really try to increase our dust output at this point. New settler has been built and canal systems are next in queue. The Kapaku has just completed the legendary deed Leader of Leaders, which gives them plus 20% health regen on Empire. That is very, very strong. And at least we can keep our Empire plan. I'm surprised at that. Like, we didn't really get much further because we didn't adequately plan. Be the first to pacify 8 villages. Okay, so we missed out on tactical training. That's unfortunate. That was something we were really hoping to get, but the Kapaku beat us to that as well. Oh, it looks like they moved. We have a chance here. Can we get close enough? Vision is reduced in winter, though. That is an important thing to keep in mind. So we're going to be able to search these ruins next turn. The question is, will we actually make it close enough to get a spy into their city? If we can start working on stealing technologies, and then we may actually have a way to kind of get back into this. We do have a new settler army out, which is great. Let's get her moving up to this way, or them moving up to this way. The settler character seems feminine to me. I don't know. Actually, I guess not. Look at those biceps. I think I was mistaken. Anyways, let's go over here. It doesn't really matter. As long as they settle cities, we are happy to have them in our empire. Ooh, food is gonna be kind of problematic here. Especially during winter, food is gonna be kind of problematic here. I feel like maybe our best bet is... Wow. I mean, that right there is actually not terrible. It's not great, and it puts our city in probably one of the worst positions ever because we won't be able to level it up. But it is production, and everywhere else there seems to be a very, very limited amount of either food or production. Interesting. This is a very, very weird situation. Especially without a dock. If we had a cargo dock, we could build, like, right here. And then just go ahead and build a cargo dock here to get access to the happiness tile and stuff, but it doesn't look like we have that. Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Settling this during winter is probably not the best idea. That's where we're at right now. So what I'm gonna do here... I don't know what I'm gonna do here, guys. I think I'm gonna grab this pearl to start with, and then we'll go ahead and potentially settle right here. Because it seems like during summer, this region will be okay. During summer, we'll be right on top of a bunch of rivers, so aquapulvistics will pay off a lot. In fact, it may be beneficial to get this right now. No, because those benefits only come during summer. So yeah, we'll probably settle right there. This city is going to struggle really, really hard in the beginning because they're not going to have a lot of food. Unless we decide to settle like one square more up in either direction, then we'll get access to this 4 food coastal water tile. However, that 4 food is only from the rich silt effect that's going on, and that'll be gone in 3 turns, so it may not be worth it. It would help them get through the winter, though. I don't know. We'll make that decision next turn. Let's see how our scout is doing. Okay. Ending the turn here. We have enough dust for the Predatory, but I'm not buying it right away because if summer comes soon enough, we can get aquapulvistics with that instead, and aquapulvistics will more than pay for itself. Yes, please, search that ruin. Build a new region within, or build a city in a new region within 5 turns, and that'll net us 20 Palladian, which is excellent because we were going to do that anyway. And here we go. We have access. Infiltrate, baby. You got this. Go! And the spying has begun, guys. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Can we pillage here, too? You cannot perform this action while the place is invalid. Your army must be adjacent to an enemy regional building. What do you call that? That's a district. Okay, I guess that technically doesn't count. Huh. Let's go find one of their regional buildings and let's pillage them. We haven't actually started pillaging yet, and that's something that the Forgotten do particularly well. I believe we can pillage minor factions, though. Let's see. We can! Look at that! Yes, please. Pillaging tonight. Now, I believe we have to wait a few turns to get the benefit of that pillage, and we may have to run if they decide to actually defend it. Because we don't want to fight them here. We don't want to risk losing our scout. We mainly just want to pillage them because it's kind of funny that we can. And we have a seniority bonus here on our hero, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into that city and take a look at what she has available to her already. Which is nothing, but she is building she is building up. And in 2 turns, she will be able to do infiltration level 2 actions, which would be decreasing population, damaging fortification, decreasing industry production, or waiting a little bit longer to do some of these more expensive things. Wow, at 2 turns, she can do steel technology. That's amazing. So I think what we're going to do here is we will wait to see what we can steal, but if she can steal aquapulvistics, then we can just buy our Predatory. That's actually a great, great thing. I probably dipped back into here for a tech or 2 when I didn't need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't think it takes 10 to unlock the next era. I think it takes like 9, so we maybe bought 1 more tech back here than we needed to. Which is really a failure on my part, because we did need this Predatory. Like, we can't steal the Predatory from them. We could have stolen any of these other ones we got, though. So, I'm gonna go ahead and buy our Predatory here. And then we're gonna hope that we can steal something fancy from them in a turn or 2. Excellent job, Militia, leveling up. And who remains to move? Just our settler here. And if we settle right now, we get a nice Palladium bonus too, so I'm definitely looking at that as a potential gain. Oh, plus if we settle right here, we'll actually be on the water, which means that we will have a city that can produce naval units and get them out somewhere. So I'm kind of inclined to do that, but our production will be pitifully low there. And as we know, production is very, very important. Oof. It is so... This region is so funkily constructed. Like, we need this happiness improvement, but look at that. That's just not great. Like, we won't even... If we build there, we pretty much can't level up our city center, which is crazy to me. I don't know where we're supposed to build here, guys. This is just dreadful as a start. In the winter, it's dreadful, so... 5 and 4, 1 and 5... 5 and 2. I'm gonna go right here, I think. I don't really feel like we have any better choices in this region. This is not going to be a great region, but we did get 20 Palladian from that, which is excellent. We do have water access now. They are gaining some food, which is something. And now we're going to go ahead and put them straight into production and go ahead and grab our mill foundry. We'll also immediately put into queue this titanium extractor and the dye extractor as well, so that we can start bringing in that dye. That will help us do much, much better on future Empire plans. Now, if we get this, we will get an additional population. The question is, how many turns is it going to take to complete that? Probably way too many at this point, so we'll wait on rebuilding that city. And after those things, we will build the canal system here, because the reality is, if we can get all of our production stuff out, then we can build food and everything else, and we should be fine. The sewer system is actually something I think we're going to get right after our production, because that will generate additional happiness and influence on this city, which will help with both our dust generation as an empire and with our influence generation for empire plans. No, we do not want to assimilate the Sisters of Mercy. As appetizing as that might be, we're good. Okay, ending our turn here. I'm really excited for the spying and the pillaging. I want to see the pillaging be really effective here, and I've never really spent that much time using it. Like, it's one of those things that I played around with a lot when this expansion came out, but outside of that, I really didn't do much with it. Oh, and an Urkan has emerged, and he is nowhere near us at all. So, I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to go chase him in another region right now. That just doesn't make sense. We will build a dye extractor here. I thought we already had that in queue. I must have been mistaken and been in the other city. We can get a canal system going here as well. I think we'll do the dye extractor before the canal system, because the dye extractor is a single turn. If I look over here, I'm reasonably sure Altar of Auriga should be in queue. Yeah, that's excellent. And yeah, I think that that's really all we can do with those. Khazar being up in another part of the world is actually not a bad thing for us, because if he produces a bunch of lice here... Oh, but he's up during winter. That is actually a really bad thing for us, because if somebody gets to him during the winter, he's a lot weaker, and they can knock him off a lot easier. Let's hope that that doesn't happen, because contending with Khazar is not something I'm looking forward to very much. Once we have 8 glass steel, which will be next turn, we should go turn in this quest, so I might actually bust our assassin out now and run him straight over here so that he can parlay with them and turn the quest in, and we can gain access to the Kazanji, which is great because they make amazing, amazing units. So do the Silix, though, and the Silix actually make a better assimilated faction, in my opinion. So if we find out we have another Silic village up here somewhere, that would make that a much, much better minor faction for us to take. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We haven't been able to scout up here yet, though. We should put a scout out soon and start getting eyes up there. Hey, the winter is over. That is so nice. Winter is, like, painful. I really don't like it. Food production is back to normal. The source of nutrients are depleted. Food production on water tiles returns to normal levels. Sad times. We were enjoying the extra food. Okay, dye extractor's done in Lenfell, and now the canal systems are up. An Altar of Auriga expansion has to be built in your empire. No joke. We're working on it right now. We did not get negotiation tactics, which comes from being the first to have a city's total income from primary trade routes of at least 20 dust. If we had built roads already, we would have seen that. We Kapaku have already witnessed a world sacked of its riches. It didn't end well for the pillagers then, and it won't end well for you now. They're mildly jealous of us because of a common frontier. Okay. I'm not seeing them being particularly, like... Normally, it'll say something if they're particularly ahead on military, I think, and I don't think it's saying that, so that's actually a good thing for us. The Fomorians have been encountered, strange and stranger. This fortress complex in the open sea must be a work of the ancient occupants of the planet, yet they are no longer present. The fortress is manned by a strange species of creature. Will you talk or attack? The fortress is composed of one citadel surrounded by one of several facilities. The content of the facilities will be revealed depending on the most advanced empire's era. Interesting. Wow, okay. So let's go to the location. Yeah, they're very unhappy with us for pillaging them, and like I said, we don't really want to fight here. If we can, we will just flat out retreat. Pillaging armies cannot retreat. Okay. So these guys are dead now. That's basically what we just found out. Yeah, that guy has a speed of 6. We're definitely dead here. I'm just gonna let that happen, because that's already over. Sad times. At least we did get our spy in, though, so that's a nice touch. Okay, so we can steal technology here, we can decrease industry production, we could decrease their population. Let's actually look at this city. They have a population of 12, they have 155 fortification, and what is their production like? They only have 94 production. They're all in on food. That's crazy that the AI is all in on food like that. I wonder if that is just like a more efficient strategy and it's not something we're doing enough of? I don't know. That's crazy though. Let's go ahead and try stealing a tech. That seems like the most effective thing for us to do. So we're gonna go in here and steal a technology. Are you sure you want to do that at the cost of 20 influence? I absolutely do. Aquapulvistics! That is beautiful. That is exactly what we wanted, guys. Your spy was badly injured during the action and returned to the academy. No! That's not what we wanted. Now she's not here anymore and we can't put her back until we get Vision there again. That is so garbage. Okay, so that was not at all the outcome we wanted. How badly injured was she, though? Like, is she hurt? She's disabled for 10 turns! What in the okay. Well, I guess that was effective, right, guys? Okay, we did get pacification on the Kazanji, though. Let's pacify them, yada yada. Alright, so they're our friends now. I can't even believe that. Like, we went through all that trouble to get her in there. We did one action, and she's out for 10 turns. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem very, very powerful to me. Maybe we spent too long or took too long getting there. They did just settle another city closer to us, though, so we can go hit that city instead, which is excellent. Unfortunately, though, we are out of time, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. If you would like to see more episodes and keep up with what we're doing here on the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure to ding that bell notification, because if you don't, then somewhere in the world, a cow will go without its bell. I'm just kidding. If you don't click that, YouTube won't let you know when the next video goes up, even though you subscribed and might want to know. So yeah, do that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!